Assalamu alaikum dear students, how are you all? I hope you all will be fine. I am your teacher Ambish. This video lesson is for grade 9 from chapter number 10, congruent triangles. Today we are going to solve our exercise 10.4 and review exercise 10. Okay, we are moving to the exercise. The first question is that in the triangle PAB of the figure, the PQ is perpendicular on the side AB and the side PA is congruent to the side PB, and I have to prove that the side AQ is congruent to the side BQ and the angle APQ is congruent to the angle BP and Q. Okay, in the second question, the given in the given figure, the angle C is congruent to the angle D and both are equal to 90 degree, means they are right angle, and the side BC is congruent to the side AD, and we have to prove that the AC side is congruent to BD and the angle ABD is congruent to the angle BAC. Okay, in the third question it is given that the angle B is equal to the D, both are equal to the 90 degree, means both are right angle, and the side AD is congruent to the side BC. We have to prove that ABCD is a rectangle. Okay, now we are moving to the solution of this given question. In the first figure, it is a triangle. In this, the PQ is perpendicular to AB, means making an angle of 90 degrees. So we have divided the perpendicular into two parts and both the angles are equal to 90 degree, means angle 1 and 2 both are 90 degree, and we have to prove that the AQ side is congruent to the BQ and the angle APQ is congruent to the BP and Q. Now we are taking a correspondence between the triangle APQ and the triangle BPQ. Okay, in this, look over there that the AB angle is equal to the angle A is equal to the angle B, because both are equal to 90 degree due to the perpendicular, and after that the side PA is congruent to the BP. It is already given to us that AP side is congruent to BP, and we are watching that the PQ side is the common side of the two triangles. Okay, because both the triangles are sharing this side, so it is a common triangle. So by using the postulate hypotenuse and side, we can say that the triangles are congruent because it is a right angle triangle. One angle is 90 degrees, so we are using the property of hypotenuse and side and saying that they are congruent triangle. So in this way we can say that the side AQ is congruent to the BQ and the angle APQ is also congruent to BPQ. The sides are corresponding side of congruent triangles and the angles are the corresponding angles of congruent triangle. Okay, now moving to the question number 2. In this, the angle C is equal to the D and both are equal to 90 degree, and the side BC is congruent to the AC, and we have to prove that the side AD uh, sorry the side AC is equal to the BD and the angle BAC is congruent to the angle AB and D. You can observe from this figure which angle we have to make the congruent. Okay, so we are again taking the correspondence between the two triangles in the triangle ABD and the triangle BAC. We are saying that the AB is congruent to the BC, it is given to us. Angle C is congruent to the angle D, it is also given to us. Both are equal to 90 degree, and AB is congruent to AB. This is the base of the two triangles and this is the common base shared by two triangles. So again, by using the hypotenuse and side postulate, we are saying that the two given triangles are congruent, and in this way we can say that the AC is congruent to BD and the angle BAC is congruent to the AB and D. These are the corresponding side of congruent triangle and these are the corresponding angles of the congruent triangles. Okay, now we are moving to the third question. in this it is given that the angle on the B and D are 90 degree and the side AD is congruent to the side BC. Okay, and we have to prove that ABCD is a rectangle and the side AB is congruent to the side CD, because in a rectangle the opposite sides are congruent and the angles made by these lines are equal to 90 degree. So we are doing one construction, that we are joining the A to the C, making a diagonal, and this diagonal divides the given figure into the two triangles ABC and ACD. Now we are taking the correspondence between these two triangles. The angle B is congruent to the D. It is given to us because both are equal to 90 degree, and the BC side is congruent to the AD. It is also given to us. Look over there, that AD and BC, and the AC side is congruent to the side AC because both the triangles are sharing this side, so it is a common side. Okay, again using the postulate hypotenuse and side for the right angle triangle, so we can say that these are the two congruent triangle. If they are congruent, their everything is same. It means the AB side is congruent to the D side, and these are the corresponding sides of congruent triangle. So we can say that ABCD is a rectangle because opposite sides are congruent and making an angle of 90 degree. Okay, now we are moving to our review exercise. In this some statements are there, so we have to tell either they are true or false. The first statement is a ray has two endpoints. It is a false statement because ray has only one endpoint. And second statement, in a triangle there can be only one right angle. Yes, it is a true statement because if one angle is equal to 90 degree, the sum of the remaining two angles should be equal to 90 degree. If if it is not like that, then two angles, for example we are supposing that two angles of a triangle are 90, then it could not be possible the third angle is 0 because the sum of the three angle of a triangle is equal to 180. Okay, now moving to the third point. The third point is that 3 points are said to be collinear if they lie on the same line. Yes, it is a true statement. Now moving to the number 4. Two parallel lines intersect at a point. Keep in your mind that parallel lines never intersect each other. They just move side by side but never intersect. So it is a false statement. Number 5. Two lines can intersect only at one point. Yes, it is a true statement. You can draw any two lines and they will intersect only. They should be non-parallel, so they will intersect only one point. It is a true statement. Number 6 and last, the triangles of congruent side has non-congruent angle. It is a false statement because if the sides are congruent, then the angle will also be congruent. So it is a false statement. Now we are moving to the question that we have to write the angles. What is the measure of the given angle? And in the third one we have to find the value of the unknowns. Same way in the question number 4 and in the question number 5. So moving for the solution of these questions, by watching this figure we can say that the angle M is equal to 30 degree, angle N is equal to 60 degree, and angle A is equal to 90 degree. Okay, same way these are the congruent triangles, so their corresponding angles will be equal. So 40 will be equal to 40 and 80 will be equal to 80. So the angle C will be equal to angle N. It means x, the value of x will be equal to 60 degree. Okay, now moving to the question number 4. It is given that the triangle is an isosceles triangle. In this the two sides are equal. Look over there, this AB side is equal or congruent to AC. So I have to calculate the angle, and if AD is a perpendicular bisector, then the length of the BD is congruent to the DC, and I have to calculate the value of m from this side. Okay, so 5x plus 5 is equal to 55 degree by these corresponding angles. Okay, and when this 5 is moving to the other side of equality, it will subtract it from the 55. We will have 50. Now this 5 is multiplying with the x, move it to the other side, then it will divide. So 50 divided by 5 is equal to 10. So the value of x is equal to 10. Similarly, the 5m minus 3 is equal to 2m plus 6, because they are congruent side, so their value will also be equal. Take this m to the other side of equality, because we are keeping the unknown values to the left hand side, and this 3 is a constant, move it to the right hand side. So 5m minus 2m, because when we are moving this m to the other side, it will change the sign, plus become minus, and this minus, when move it to the other side, it will become plus. So when you will subtract, you will have 3m is equal to 9. 6 plus 3 is equal to 9, and 3 is multiplying with the m, move it to the other side, it will divide. So 9 divided by 3 is equal to 3. So in this way we have calculated the value of x and m. Now to the question number 5. It is written over there that these are the two right angle triangles, and they are congruent, so their opposite sides are also equal in the measure. So we are watching that QR is the base or BC is the base. So same way, PR is a hypotenuse, and AC is also a hypotenuse, and AB is a perpendicular, and PQ is also a perpendicular. Okay, so the value of x is equal to 3, because these are the corresponding sides. So x is equal to 3. Same way, the hypotenuse are congruent, so y minus 1 is equal to 5. This minus 1, when move it to the other side, it will be added in the 5. So y is equal to 6, because 5 plus 1 is equal to 6. Similarly, the base is QR, which is congruent to the BC. So the value of z will be equal to 4. And in this way we have solved the exercise, review exercise 10, and I hope you will understand them very nicely.